Greetings, Cold War fans, and welcome to the Cold War Combat Studio. I am your host, Major Dice Fumbles. And on today's video, we're going to try to answer the question where to start miniature wargaming the Cold War. It would probably help to first define what the Cold War was. The Cold War lasted from 1947 to 1991 and ended with the dissolution of the Soviet Union. It involved a long standoff between the democratic Western nations of NATO and the communist Eastern European nations of the Warsaw Pact. Although the standoff never came to blows in Europe, many proxy wars were fought across the globe, from the Korean Peninsula to the Middle East, from Angola to Central America. Those 44 years had their share of conflict. With 44 years to look at, where do you begin? Well, we're going to start by looking at the top three conflicts that happened during the Cold War and take a brief look at what miniatures and rules are available to game them with. Hollywood has produced many movies over the years that have inspired wargamers. From Full Metal Jacket to Platoon and Flight of the Intruder, the Vietnam War caters to small level skirmish games of 30 or so models aside. The era is well covered by 6mm, 10mm, 15mm, 20mm, and 28mm ranges, along with popular rule sets like Battlefront's Nam, Force on Force, and Charlie Don't Surf by Two Fat Lardies. The Arab-Israeli Wars consisted of multiple conflicts. From the First Arab-Israeli War of 1948 to the Six-Day War of 1967, the 1973 Yom Kippur War, and the 1982 invasion of Lebanon and Syria. The wars cater to company-size or larger tank battles in places like the Sinai Desert and the Golan Heights, to the skirmish battles in Lebanon and Syria. Like the Vietnam War era, the conflict is well covered by scales from 6mm to 20mm, and rule sets like Fistful of Toes 3, Cold War Commander, and Fate of a Nation by Battlefront Miniatures. If you like armored conflict, the Arab-Israeli Wars may be the conflict for you. Lastly, we come to my favorite, Cold War Europe gone hot. The what if conflict that has been the staple of Cold War miniature games since the 1980s. Here, we get a chance to game what could have happened if hordes of Soviet tanks crossed into West Germany, determined to crush the NATO alliance. This era has miniatures spanning the entire length of the Cold War, in every scale, and favors those gamers looking for combined arms battles. Get your need for speed with 6mm games like Air War C-21 and Typhoon. Or how about naval action using GHQ's 1/2400 scale modern Micronaut line and rules like Shipwreck? And of course, ground combat using games like Battlefront's Team Yankee World War III rules and extensive miniature line, the Plastic Soldier Company's Battle Group Northegg and 10mm miniature line, and universal rule sets that work for any scale, like 7 Days to the River Rhine, Fistful of Toes 3, and Cold War Commander. But hey, what about the Korean War? Well, of course, we wouldn't be able to complete our list of top conflicts of the Cold War without mentioning the Korean War. And this seems like the perfect time to mention Warlord Games' bolt action supplement, Korea. Warlord Games' most popular rule set has a great range of 28mm figures, tanks, and rules to game the Korean conflict, both on land and in the air. So, did you like our guide to getting started in Cold War miniature gaming? Did we miss anything? What is your favorite Cold War conflict miniature line and rule set? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, which helps us make more content. Until next time, this is Major Dice Fumbles signing off.